What's up guys, Nolan here. We just got our first look at one of the new bosses coming with this next patch, Big Pipe. Big Pipe is described as the rogue boss, and he is pictured standing in the water treatment plant with an M32 multi-shot grenade launcher, possibly a new armored rig, a new headset, and a smoking pipe. We knew that the M32 has been coming for a long time now. We saw work in progress shots of these years ago, and since it does work like a revolver, it makes sense to be showing up once they got revolvers working the way that they wanted in game. For those who didn't know, the Kappa Rhino series of revolvers is also coming this patch. It's not clear whether or not Big Pipe will have other loadouts, but I think the only one that we should really worry about is this M32 for obvious reasons. It is a 6-round capacity, sort of something like a drum mag that can fire very quickly. The Wikipedia says 3 rounds a second, but I highly doubt that you would get 3 rounds accurately on target a second. However, knowing how the rogues operate, I would just like to go ahead and say right now that we are looking at the new deadliest boss in Escape from Tarkov, period. One obvious weakness that he has here would have to be the lack of a helmet, but we all know with Sturman and the understanding that bosses have extra health and the fact that bullets now at range do much less damage, it's not as effective of a weakness as if he was blind, but he is wearing sunglasses, so hey, maybe he is blind. Jokes aside, the lack of a helmet is still a disadvantage, so I'll take what I can get. We'll have to wait and see how much ammo he has for this thing, and it will take a long time to reload. You're going to have to break open the weapon, basically, and then feed the rounds in one at a time. Regardless, though, if you come up against him when he has the weapon loaded, it's going to be rage-inducing, guaranteed. What is also totally possible here, although we haven't seen it for any ranged weapons yet, is that this is a boss-only weapon. I will go ahead and say that it's not likely seen, as again, we haven't seen any long-range weapons show up as boss only, but just like the sledgehammer for Tagilla, the riot shield for one of the bosses that we're going to be getting on streets, the scorpion backpack, which is going to feed a machine gun, also on one of the bosses that we're going to be getting on streets, this grenade launcher could be a boss only thing. We just don't know for sure. We'll have to wait and see. One side thing to take note here is that the bandana that he is wearing has the same symbol that we've seen popping up a lot around the game, most notably on banners on the streets location. I'm curious if the rogues are going to have some areas of streets under their control, or maybe they used to at some point. Just something to keep an eye out for. This absolutely could be the thing that we were expecting to see from BSG yesterday. However, I still have a strong feeling that there's something involving streets looming around. They've had almost all of the art team working on that location for several months now. I'm sure that there's something that they can show us, and I feel like they're working on something, but maybe they're saving it for the release. We'll have to wait and see there. That's going to do it for now, guys. There's still lots to talk about based off of what we got on Friday with the Tarkov TV cast. If you haven't seen that video yet, I will link it below. There's lots of cool things coming with this patch, and now apparently we have this boss with an MGL, of which is going to be one of a few that we should be getting with this patch, all of which should be on Lighthouse, and we have yet to see actual photos of those other bosses. So as always, I will keep an eye out, and I will let you guys know more once I do. Until then, though, for the latest Tarkov news, check out these playlists here. If you like this video, then you know the drill. Please subscribe. I really appreciate the people who do. If you are looking for people to play with, check out our Discord. Links in the description if you're interested. Otherwise, I hope you have a nice day. See you guys.